a city bathed in the spring light from across the sea. This is Nagasaki. A breathtaking journey through the sky begins now.
Nagasaki, shrouded in spring mist, is slowly awakening. Mount Inasa, where mountains, the sea, and people's lives intertwine, creates a three-dimensional landscape. The soft light reflecting off the harbor seems to quietly illuminate Nagasaki's history and the daily life that will continue. The lights of the houses and the shadows of the ships spreading across the hillside city also seem to show a gentle expression in the spring air. The cityscape illuminated by the morning light is as beautiful as a painting, gently soothing the hearts of visitors. During the day, the blue sea and harbor unfold, and as the sky changes color at dusk, Nagasaki reveals different faces. The view from here seems to reflect the passage of time Nagasaki has experienced and the warmth of its people's lives.
Gunkanjima, Battleship Island, floats alone in the blue sea. It's an island where time seems to stand still. Once a thriving coal mining island, teeming with people, now only the gentle sounds of wind and waves can be heard. The wind-scraped concrete buildings continue to tell the stories of people's dreams and hard work. The blue of the sea and the shadows of the crumbling buildings combine to create a somewhat melancholic yet beautiful landscape. Viewed from afar, it resembles a giant ship floating on the sea, leaving a deep impression on visitors. Each building on the island seems to bear the marks of the smiles and hard work of the people who lived there. This place, where the glorious past and the quiet present coexist, has become a special place that conveys the history of Nagasaki's industry and the lives of its people.
Nagasaki is a city where foreign cultures and Japanese life intersect. Oura Church is a symbol of this. Its white walls and pointed roof reach towards the sky, as if quietly receiving prayers. Over the years, many people have prayed here and found hope. Bathed in the soft light of spring, the church gives a sense of peaceful time, where history and faith blend together. In the quiet atmosphere of this hilly city, this place alone seems to possess a special tranquility. Reaching it after climbing the cobblestone slope feels somewhat like entering a foreign land, and it gently soothes the hearts of those who visit. It is a place where the depth of history that the port city of Nagasaki has walked and the memories of people's prayers gently breathe in the spring light.
Glover Garden spreads out on a hill overlooking the harbor. The view from here quietly tells the story of Nagasaki's history of being connected to the world. The landscape, where foreign buildings and Japanese streetscapes blend together, is a special sight that is hard to find anywhere else. A gentle spring breeze blows through the garden, and the flowers and trees sway slowly. In the distance are the harbor and the sea, and beyond that, the city of Nagasaki. The past and present overlap, and time flows gently in this place. The cobblestone paths and the appearance of the Western-style buildings still strongly reflect the Nagasaki character, where foreign cultures took root. Looking out at the harbor from the hill with its excellent view, you can almost feel the breath of an era when new cultures and people arrived in this city from the sea beyond the passing ships. Bathed in the spring light, the garden is a place that gently reflects the memories of Nagasaki.
The Sea of Kujukushima is dotted with islands of all sizes. Countless island silhouettes overlap, creating a landscape like a painting created by nature. Spring sunlight reflects off the surface of the sea, making the waves sparkle gently. Being in the calm sea and quiet air, it feels as if time itself has slowed down. In this place, where the sound of the waves is more audible than human voices, a luxurious stillness of connecting with nature prevails. Looking out from the observation deck, the islands dotted across the blue sea stretch out in layers, creating a magnificent view that changes its expression every time you look. At dusk, the island silhouettes become softly hazy, revealing a beauty where the sea and sky seem to merge into one. Kujukushima is a place that makes you feel the richness and tranquility of Nagasaki's sea to the fullest.
Tenkaiho is a hilltop offering a panoramic view of the Kujukushima Islands. The scenery of the sea and islands seen from here is like a large painting. The silhouettes of the islands, the blue of the sea, and the clouds in the sky combine to create a magnificent landscape. When the spring light shines through, the colors spread out even more gently. Looking at the islands stretching into the distance, you feel incredibly small. It is a place where the vastness and tranquility of nature slowly calms the heart. Standing on the observation deck, the intricate coastline and countless island silhouettes stretch out in layers, and the magnificent scenery continues as far as the eye can see. As you gaze at the view while being caressed by the spring breeze, the hustle and bustle of everyday life seems to gradually fade away. The vastness of the Kujukushima Islands and the tranquil breath of the sea make you truly feel the richness of Nagasaki's nature. The Meganebashi, Spectacles Bridge, is a stone bridge that stands quietly over the river. It is said to have gotten its name because the two arches, when reflected in the water, resemble the shape of a pair of eyeglasses. When the spring sunlight shines on the river's surface, the flow of water and the stone bridge harmonize gently, creating a tranquil scene. This bridge, which has watched over people's lives for many years, still stands there quietly, unchanged. It is a place where time flows peacefully, a little distance from the hustle and bustle of the city. The solidity unique to stone construction and the soft air of the waterside blend together in this scenery, and the beauty of Nagasaki's historic townscape is tightly packed into this scene. If you stand at the foot of the bridge and look down into the water, the shape of eyeglasses reflected in the shimmering light becomes even clearer, making you feel the unchanging daily life and tranquility of Nagasaki that has remained unchanged since ancient times. Unzen Jigoku, Unzen Hell, is a place where white steam billows into the air. The steam and hot water erupting from deep within the earth are like proof that the planet is alive. Amidst the scent of sulfur, the roaring sounds of the steam convey the power of this place. It is a rugged natural landscape, but when illuminated by the soft light of spring, it also possesses a mystical beauty. It is a special place where you can feel the power of the earth and the wonders of nature firsthand. As you walk along the promenade, the steam rising from your feet reveals a white, hazy ground stretching out before you, making you feel as if you have wandered into another world. The sound of the steam echoing in the quiet mountain valley and the sight of the constantly rising steam tell us that the land of Unzen is still pulsating. Even in the gentle air of spring, its power leaves a particularly deep and lasting impression. Unzen is a quiet hot spring town surrounded by mountains. A nostalgic atmosphere permeates the streets where steam slowly rises from the hot springs. In spring, the mountains are enveloped in the fresh green of new leaves, and the whole town takes on a gentle atmosphere. The warmth of the hot springs and the tranquil townscape combine to slowly heal the hearts of visitors. Here, time seems to flow more gently, making you forget the troubles of everyday life. The cobblestone streets and the serene atmosphere of the inns still retain the charm of Unzen, a place that has been cherished as a hot spring resort for centuries. Watching the steam rise in the crisp morning air makes your heart feel lighter. It is a place where time flows gently, making you want to take a deep breath, enveloped in the tranquility of the mountains and the warmth of the hot springs. Shimabara Castle, with its white walls standing out against the blue sky, is a truly magnificent sight. In spring, cherry blossoms bloom around the castle, adding a gentle touch to the historic landscape. This place, which still retains the memories of the castle town, feels as if the past and present are quietly intertwined. The sight of the stone walls, the keep, and cherry blossoms dancing in the wind is somehow calming. Over the long years, this castle has quietly watched over history alongside the lives of the people. Looking up at the keep bathed in the soft spring sunlight, one can feel a sense of familiarity amidst its dignified beauty. The stone walls and moats surrounding the castle still retain a strong sense of its former glory, and the more you walk, the closer you feel to the history of Shimabara. The tranquil scenery created by the cherry blossoms and the castle is a unique spring beauty of this town.
The ruins of Hara Castle are surrounded by the sea and grasslands. This place holds the memories of quiet nature and deep history. Once the site of a great battle, now only the spring breeze rustles the grass and the sound of waves can be heard in the distance. Standing there, gazing out at the vast sky and sea, one can somehow feel the thoughts of the people who lived here long ago. This place, where time flows peacefully, is a place that gently reminds us of history. Looking at the remains of the stone walls and the wide grasslands, the presence of the castle that was once built here and the people who lived through turbulent times quietly emerges. Bathed in the soft light of spring, the ruins of Hara Castle, despite its sad history, now simply gaze out at the sea peacefully. It is in the stillness of nature that the weight of the memories etched into this land resonates even more deeply in one's heart.
The Hirado Bridge, with its striking red appearance, stretches across the blue sea, a vital link connecting the town of Hirado to the mainland. Bathed in the spring sunlight, the bridge stands out with its distinct presence against the backdrop of the sea and sky. With cars passing by and quietly supporting people's lives and journeys, this bridge truly seems like a symbol of connection between people. Crossing it allows you to step away from everyday life and unfold a new landscape. The vibrant red, viewed while feeling the sea breeze, shines even more beautifully in contrast to the blue sea and sky, giving you a sense of Hirado's characteristic openness. Looking down from the bridge, the sea sparkles gently, making you realize the connection between the port town scenery and island life. It is one of Hirado's iconic views that leaves a lasting impression as the starting point of your journey.
Hirado Castle stands on a hill overlooking the sea. The white castle, the blue sea, and the vast sky combine to create a truly beautiful landscape. This castle has watched over the history of this land, which once prospered through trade with foreign countries. Bathed in the soft light of spring, it takes on a serene appearance, as if time is flowing slowly. It is a landscape unique to Hirado, where history and nature are in harmony. Looking out from the castle tower, the intricate coastline and harbor scenery unfold, giving a clear view of Hirado's history, intertwined with the sea. The sight of the white-walled castle reflected in the blue sea also exudes a sense of openness unique to a port town that has embraced foreign cultures. Standing here with the spring breeze blowing, the weight of history and the gentle air of the sea come together and quietly seep into your heart.
The Ikitsuki Bridge stretches out into the open sea. Crossing the bridge, you're greeted by an endless expanse of ocean and sky. A spring breeze washes in through the car window, filling you with the excitement of embarking on a journey. The blue of the sea and the powerful presence of the bridge combine to create a sense of freedom unique to this place. The view from the bridge is so magnificent that it makes you forget your everyday worries for a while.
Looking out at the vast blue sea and the sparkling surface of the water following the currents, you feel as if you're sailing straight across the ocean. The scenery of Ikitsuki Island beyond the bridge has a different kind of simple yet majestic charm compared to Hirado. In a landscape where the boundary between sea and sky seems to melt away, this bridge further heightens the anticipation of your journey.
The Goto Islands stretch out in a gentle chain across the sea. At its heart lies Fukue Island, a place where nature and human life gently intertwine. Spring sunlight envelops the sea and the town, and the sound of waves and the gentle breeze create a tranquil atmosphere. Walking through the fishing port, the church, and the island's roads, you'll notice that time flows a little differently here than on the mainland.
Amidst the sea and sky of the Goto Islands, island life continues peacefully, unchanged. The townscape spreading along the cove and the church standing quietly with the sea as its backdrop subtly convey the history and prayer unique to the Goto Islands. As you walk along, caressed by the gentle spring sea breeze, the blue of the sea and the green of the mountains seem even more vibrant, and your heart feels as if it is slowly unwinding. Fukue Island is a place where you can experience the tranquility and warmth characteristic of Nagasaki's remote islands.
Time flows quietly in Nagasaki today as well. Let's meet again under some other sky. Thank you.